Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divine Conversations. Thank you so much for joining me today. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying thank you so very much to the people that have subscribed and liked the videos so far. I'm greatly appreciative of it. Also, I just want to thank everyone for watching and allowing me to allowing me into your experience here and giving me a little bit of your attention. So, what we're doing right now, these are our daily messages from the universe. I did these yesterday and I feel like it really did well. So, I'm going to continue with this for a moment. So, these are your daily messages for January 11th, 2018. I do have two new decks that I'm going to pull messages from. As you can see right here, we're going to be pulling some messages from the Crystal Mandala Oracle and the Light Worker Oracle, both by Alana Fairchild. And I will be reading the messages, or at least some of the message from the book. One, because I'm pretty new to these cards, but also because there is so much information, so much to get from these individual cards. I really think it would be a disservice to not read them. Funny, I just saw 111 on the video counter, and it is 111. Haha, yay! Okay, so, yes, so there was something. Oh, so okay, we're starting with the Divine Masculine today. Now, I have noticed that the Divine Masculine messages are watched more. And I think that's mainly because the Divine Feminine is checking in on her masculine, which is fantastic. I do feel like there is a little bit of, some of the feminines are kind of, some of us Divine Feminines are kind of like, well, I just want to check in and see what he's doing, because if he's not doing his work, I'm not going to do mine. And I want to caution you guys against that. We can talk a little bit more about that later, but I do feel like the feminine message the Divine Feminine message that's going to come through is going to be connected to the Divine Masculine message, and I'm already getting a bit of the channeled message saying, ladies and gentlemen, you need to start putting more of the focus on your own individual path and what you're doing in your life, and take some of the focus off of your twin, yeah? I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get a little stern about that, and a little tough love is going to come through, and I apologize if I'm triggering or offending anybody, but at the same time, that's very necessary, especially if you really want to come to union, but we can talk about that later. Right now, let's get into the messages for the Divine Masculine for January 11th, 2018. Oh, before I do that, though, I do want to mention one thing. I am going to be adding this the Lightworker Oracle. This is definitely going to be a staple in these daily readings. As twin flames, we are light workers, so I feel like any sort of messages geared towards light workers will be definitely beneficial. So in our daily readings moving forward, these Lightworker Oracle cards are going to be a staple. Yeah? Okay. A little bit of coffee. Excellent. All right. Let's get into it, yeah? So, universe, spirit, source, please let me be a clear channel for the messages for the Divine Masculine for January 11th, 2018. What do you want the Divine Masculine to know today? Universe, spirit, source, for January 11th, 2018. What are your messages for the divine masculine today? Ooh, Divine Feminine energy is kind of jumpy, huh? Uh-oh. But we're talking about the masculine right now. So, let me say that one more time. Universe, source, spirit, what are your messages for the Divine Masculine for January 11th, 2018? All right. Let's cut the deck. Boop. Very good. And, okay. So, the overall energy today is the Chariot, is moving forward. I'm already feeling like you guys are, the Divine Masculine is really starting to push forward, is really starting to either want to move forward or is planning on how to move forward. I feel like I'm seeing that the energy is building within you, Divine Masculine, to really take this to the next step, to the next level. Now, some of you are working towards the final steps towards union, but also I'm seeing this as emotional movement on your own personal spiritual path too, for a lot of you. You're becoming passionate about it, and you're becoming really driven to make these changes to better yourself. Yeah. And ultimately, that does have to do with union, because that's what we want. And that actually is what will bring you union, is in bettering yourself, focusing on bettering yourself. Divine Feminine, you need that message too. But we'll get there also. We'll get there in a moment. Followed by the World. So, yeah. And the Page of Cups. So we've got the Chariot, followed by the World and the Page of Cups, right? So the Chariot is like, the World is confirmation that you're ready to go. You are ready to start this new journey. You are ready to push forward. And the Page of Cups is bringing messages of love with you, is moving towards your Divine Feminine and offering a message of love. It's very similar to how you came out in the yesterday's reading as the Page of Wands. Yeah? You're breaking free. And you're starting anew. And that's indicative in the Page of Cups, definitely. But this is romantically, like this is love. And especially with the Chariot. The Chariot, this is the Cancer card, I believe, the Chariot. It has a watery feel to me, an emotional feel to me. So in you moving forward with these new emotions, or wanting to move forward and breaking free and starting this brand new cycle, you are coming out as the Page of Cups now, because you're getting ready to offer love. I mean, you're not so ready yet. You're still the page. You're kind of unstable in it because you're just starting out, but you're getting there. You are definitely getting there. Okay, let's move on. So, first position is your current energies, current surrounding energies. Second position are your current thoughts or feelings towards your twin. Third position is where you are in relation to union. Fourth position is what you want your twin to know. Your fifth position is your current challenge, what you're thinking about, what you're manifesting, what's on your mind, things like that. And in the sixth position are your hidden influences or hidden energies, yeah? What's hidden from you. You get it. Okay, number one, first position, current surrounding energies. The Empress. This is a beautiful card to see, really. Now this also would indicate the Divine Feminine. Here, what I'm seeing is there's a fertile environment around you, which is helping you adapt this energy of the Chariot to want to move forward towards your Divine Feminine, really. What I'm also seeing in many cases, the Divine Feminine are kind of like creating this space, holding this space for you, holding this fertile space for you, because this is your first position. This is your current surrounding energy. So I see a lot of Divine Feminines who are in their own power. They're doing their work, and they're holding this fertile environment for you to grow and flourish, for you to make the choices on your own to end this cycle and embark on this new journey. Yeah, that's your current surrounding energies, and that's actually really beautiful. I love seeing this here. Second, your current thoughts and feelings towards your twin, the Queen of Swords. This is also really good to see. You're seeing her as a very logical, very, very grounded person. I mean, yeah, she knows, she's very aware of her emotions, but she doesn't let them get out of control. And she's very cut to the point. Like, she's not going to take any crap from anybody, but also she's not about the drama, and she don't want that drama. Yeah, which is a great thing, I think. So this is how you're seeing her now. In some cases, I'm also feeling like some of you are a little afraid of this. In many cases, Divine Masculine, you're kind of like, oh God, I don't know about that. She might cut me too deep. Like, I don't know, but I think that's just an illusion. Because this Queen of Swords is not really like that, unless she's reversed. And I'm not really reading reversals, and I'm not really getting too much of that energy. There are some out there that are kind of like a little up in their heads and are still kind of cutthroat for the sake of being cutthroat. But But that's really not the overall. That's really not an outstanding energy here. For the most part, any of you divine masculines that are feeling a bit of trepidation towards this Queen of Swords, it's really just an illusion. And she's looking at you and asking you to say, no, look and see things for what they really are. Because in reality, if there's something that you're fearing about it, then you got to turn around and look at what's going on within you, because that's what she's doing. And she's asking you to do that. She's like, nah, boo-boo, it's not me. I'm seeing things clearly. I'm standing right here waiting for you to see it clearly. Yeah, there's some of that going on. I just heard there's a hefty amount of that going on. So this is how you see your twin. And remember that we are mirrors for each other. So you can actually even tap into some of this Queen of Swords energy to help you see what she's seeing, help you see what she's asking you to see. Yeah? Okay. Third position, where you are in relation to union, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, a lot of you are defending yourselves. You're defending your choice. You're defending your twin. Also, some of you are still kind of resisting. Now, granted, everybody keep in mind this is a general reading, so I'm talking to a lot of different people here, but the overall energy is you're standing your ground towards your twin. You're standing up for your twin. In some cases, some of you that are standing your ground for the way things used to be before you met your twin, as we said yesterday, some of you are still moving through that tower energy, so you're still kind of not really quite through it yet. But in those cases, actually, in relation to the tower energy, in those cases, some of you are still standing your ground towards the people that you're trying to walk away from, the environments, the situations, the relationships that no longer serve you, and you're standing your ground against them still. But know that this is leading you towards union. When you defend yourself, when you stand up for yourself, when you stand up for who you truly are and what you believe in, you gain more clarity about who you are, you gain more footing in who you are, and that allows you to be more fully the divine being that you were meant to be, not who you were taught to be, or not who you learned to be, right? So I see this energy as good, but I also want to say pick your battles, right? Pick your battles wisely. You don't have to get into it with everybody. There are some situations that you literally just don't have to respond, and that's enough of a defense anyway. You know what I mean? But that's good. So you're doing a thing, doing a thing. I like it. Your fourth position is what you want your twin to know, and you want your twin to know that the wheel is turning. Okay, here is something. This is for the divine feminines that I mentioned earlier that were saying, well, I'm going to check in on him because if he's not doing what he needs to do, then I'm not doing what I need to do. First and foremost, I need you guys, the universe wants us all to understand that we are mirrors of each other. So if one twin is taking steps to do what they need to do, that is influencing the other twin to take those steps. Whether they're actively doing it at that very moment or not is really not important, because as you continue to move on your journey and do the things you need to do to better yourself and be a better version of yourself, you influence your twin to do the same thing, and eventually you two will line up. And the wheel is saying, and this lining up will happen when the time is right. You just got to let the wheel turn. So here the divine masculine is saying to the divine feminine, look, for the most part, I'm doing what I need to do, but what I need you to do is just let the wheel turn. I'm hearing, stop making so many demands on me. Stop telling me what to do and how to do it. I'm doing it. I want to do it. I want this thing to work. I want this thing to work, but you have to let me do it on my time. This is my choice, right? I've already chosen to be with you in most parts. I've already chosen to be with you. I need you to understand that this is a really difficult period for me. And please don't rush me through it. Please don't make demands on me through it. Just let me get through it. I'm getting there. I promise you. Right? That's what that's what I'm hearing the divine masculine say here. Let the wheel turn. Let the cycles happen on our own. We have no control over this. The only thing we control is what we do in our lives. Yeah? So we just got to go with the flow. We just got to go with the flow. And divine feminines, I know this is really difficult. Trust me, I get it. I'm in the same position. I resonate with the feminine energy as well. And I have gone through periods where it's like, this is taking forever. When is this ever going to happen? Is this even going to happen at all? Is he really doing this work? Am I over here doing all of this for nothing? But then I realize, well, wait, no, I'm not doing it for nothing. I'm not doing it for nothing. I mean, I'm doing it for me too. Like, I'm getting so much benefit out of it. So I have almost gotten to a point where it's like I'm just enjoying the ride for the ride, and the gravy is union. Does that make sense? And I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody. I'm really not. We're all equal. We're all friends here. We're all equal here. But um, if you can get yourself to a point where you're enjoying the moment at hand, it's gonna make it so much easier for you. Do that work. Do that work and let the wheel turn. Just let it turn. Because the universe has our backs. The universe wants this to happen anyway. It's not trying to stop us from getting what we want. That's not what the universe does. It would be against the laws of the universe to begin with for it to deny the things we truly desire. The only thing is, you just can't stand in your own way about it, right? Okay. And Divine Masculine, you could take that too in any way you could, any way that would resonate with you. All right, Divine Masculine. Your current challenge or what you're focusing on is the Two of Coins. Yeah, makes perfect sense. You're balancing. You're balancing your material existence right now. You're balancing yourself through this transition. I'm also being drawn to this Chariot here. You're balancing your physical life with this brand new direction and movement you want to take. You are gearing up to start on this travel with the Chariot. You're taking all of your physical situations into account. You're accounting for everything that you have, what you need, how you need to prepare, what supplies you need to pack, blah blah blah, and then you're gonna set out on this journey. Yeah, balance. Some of you are also still trying to balance out your lives from the upheaval from the tower. I will reiterate this: that is okay. Because like I said yesterday, some of those situations were extreme, intense. And that's an intense energy just to begin with, the tower alone. So sometimes it takes a good amount of time to balance all that out, to let the dust settle and pick yourself up from there and all that jazz. Okay, and in your 6th position, we have your hidden influences, and it is 10 of Wands in reverse. I don't normally read reversals unless I'm called to. I'm picking up the fact that the cards understand that, and they don't give me many reversals. They only really do it on specific times, and this is one of them. Your hidden influences are the 10 of Wands in reversed, so you are actively letting go of old burdens and rebalancing your life. That's what I'm picking up here. In some cases, maybe you're not. And with that, I'm being drawn to the Queen of Swords here, in that some of you are refusing to really see situations for what they really are, and really you're refusing to look at how they've been such a burden on you, because that's going to uncover a lot of other shit. Excuse the language, but yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. Some of you are refusing to see some situations in your life for what they really are. And you're refusing to let go of that burden, not because you're being like childish or stubborn, but like I said before, because it's going to uncover some other things. And I apologize if I'm like putting fear in anybody. That is not my intention, but it could potentially draw up some things that you, number one, didn't know were there to begin with. Number two, had buried so far deep down that you forgot were there because it's so painful. Yeah. But please understand that all of this upheaval is necessary. Not only for your higher and greatest good, but also for the people around you, the people that are associated with these situations. If you're speaking your truth, once you start speaking your truth and standing up for yourself, then you allow the people that were associated with these situations to do the healing that they need to do for it, right? If you're just going to sit back and take things as they were and just move through all la-di-da like everything's okay, nobody's learning, nobody's growing, nobody's changing, and that is not what we're here for. Especially as light workers. We are not the individuals that are just going to sit around and let the status quo be if it's detrimental to us and the environment. You know what I mean? So for some of you that are dealing with this in the negative sense where you're refusing to let go of some of these burdens, The universe is saying, we got your back. No matter what happens through this upheaval, you will be okay. And actually, you will come out of this stronger and more powerful than you were before, because you will be that much more whole. You will have regained a part of yourself that you had lost for so long. Yeah? Awesome. Let's move to the crystal mandala. I did shuffle already, but I want to give it a little more of a shuffle now. So, angels, archangels, ascended masters, goddesses. What is one message for the divine masculine for the day, January 11th, 2018? One message for the divine masculine, please, for January 11th, 2018. What is it that you would like the divine masculine to know? One message, please, for January 11th, 2018. There we go. Spear of the Guru Mother, number 52, Goddess Durga and Hematite. Yeah? Spear of the Guru Mother. So, let's dive into the book here and see what this says. Number 52. We have some goddess energy coming through here, which I think is beautiful, especially with the Empress as your surrounding environment. I think having some goddess information or come through right now is quite beautiful. Okay, so here, this says, we bring you the empowerment of Spear of the Guru Mother. Sometimes there is so much choice that we struggle to commit. It's often not an issue of unwillingness to make an effort, but concern that the choice might not be the, quote, right one. We might pray to the universe to be shown what to do according to a wisdom greater than our own. Although our free will is always in place, we are able to accept a task divinely given or reject it. The universe answers every prayer. In your heart, you have been asking for guidance to be shown what you need to do in a particular situation, or perhaps more generally, in your life at this time. You want to know the best way forward so your actions are in alignment with heaven. In response, you have now become the Spear of the Guru Mother. Now, that was just the top part of it. And I think I'm just going to stop there, because I already have some insight for you guys, if you haven't picked it up already. First of all, this card is definitely speaking to those of you who are still struggling with letting go of some of these burdens. You're like, what am I supposed to do? Is this really the right thing for me to do? Like, I'm about to cut out I'm really about to sever some really serious ties with certain people or organizations, or even thought processes, really mental processes, and I'm just not sure of what to do about it. And so what this card here is saying to you is like, allow the universe to guide you, really. The universe is nudging you, is pushing you towards something, and you know it, you feel it, but you're still questioning it. And this is saying, don't question it anymore. The universe has your best interests in mind. Just go with it. You'll be okay. Also, this message is speaking to those who are trying to plan. With the two of coins here, you are getting all of your ducks in a row, right? And here with the Spear of the Guru Mother, you're using this energy to figure out the best way to do all this, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, great. Last but not least, we have the Lightworker Oracle. So, from the Lightworkers, Angels, Ascended Masters, Spirit, Source, what is one message you have for us Lightworkers here, for the Divine Masculine, for January 11th, 2018? One message, please, for the Divine Masculine, January 11th, 2018. One message, please. One message, please. Okay. Here we go. One message, January 11th, 2018. Just one message, please. One. Whoops! There we go. What do we got? Reassurance of the golden light. This already feels wonderful. And just in the words right there, reassurance of the golden light, I already feel like this is 25. Sorry. 36. Okay. I already feel like this is speaking to some of you that are in trepidation here. Is that the right word for it? I don't know. Leave a comment and let me know. But some of you that are in essence afraid to let go of these things, already this card, reassurance of the golden light, is telling you, don't be afraid. Just go with it. Almost like take that leap of faith. Just do it already is what I just heard. In, of course, the most lighthearted and loving way possible, but that is literally what I just heard. So now, let's get into the message here from the book. Excuse me. And again, I'm just going to stick with the top. So in Alana Fairchild's books, she's got this top that's in italics, and then there's all this other information here. And so to keep things as brief as possible, because we're already at 26 minutes here, I'm going to just read the top part of this. Reassurance of the golden light. This golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. What did I just say? They are all held in the graceful hand of the divine and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. Just do it already. Yeah? In the most loving way possible. We're not trying to force you to do anything you don't want to do. It's not about whether you really want to do it or not. You do want to do it. You do want to let some of these things go. All of them, really. You want to let it go. But you're not sure. You're just not sure. This is brand new. You're like literally stepping off into a brand new, a major cycle is ending for you. And after the world comes the fool. So this next step is you taking that leap of faith. But some of you are kind of stuck here. Like the world is reversed a little bit for some of you because of fear. Oh God. Oh, that's why this. Okay. So look, I didn't want to say this before, but the devil, under the bottom of the deck, the devil came up. And actually this happened yesterday and I didn't say anything about it. But for some of you, the message is the world is reversed. The world is reversed because you're trapped in some devil energy. You feel like you're trapped in these situations. You feel like you can't get away. You can't stay here, but if you leave, things will be worse. And that is so wrong. That is such an illusion. Because if you do leave, I'm just going to cover him up completely right there. Turn that world upside down and right side up and knock that devilly energy out of there, because that is nothing but an illusion. Nothing but an illusion, guys. Yeah? Oh, I'm glad I could clear that up. Also, what's underneath the devil is the Queen of Cups. Woo! And the Three of Cups and strength. The Four Swords. Oh, God. We're going to stop at strength. But look at this. You know what this is saying to me? Connect to the Queen of Cups within you. Connect to your emotions. Allow yourself to feel this pain. Allow yourself to go through this moment. Draw on your inner strength. And finally, when you do that, you will find victory. You will be able to celebrate. You will be able to come to, especially with this 3. The 3 here, whenever I see a 3 now, I think of the twin flames, the 2 twins and Source coming together to celebrate. Yeah? Is that making sense, guys? I know I'm just kind of like rolling through it here. I feel like there's more I want to say here. Okay, here we go. Perhaps you are struggling with a particularly difficult time in an initiation, or a challenging choice lies before you. You may, or maybe you have taken a leap and just need to know that you're doing the right thing, and somehow, even though you don't feel in control of what's happening, it is going to work out. When the golden light is given to you, it is freely done so, as a gift from the heart of the universe. It's letting you know that you are a child of the universe and you are dearly loved. It is reminding you that on the path, the struggle to continue with trust, patience, faith, and courage can seem almost overwhelming. However, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You are not alone. You are never forgotten. You are always loved and encouraged to take your journey. You are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. I'm going to leave it there. I do want to say one thing, though, because this is, I can speak to this energy, Divine Masculine. I can speak to this energy so strongly. I am moving through a karmic relationship. I got married to someone I was in a relationship for a very long time, or in a relationship with for a very long time. And I struggled with ending that relationship because I was afraid of what would happen. I was afraid of how it would leave him and the family we had established together. I was afraid of what I would do moving forward, because we did a lot of work together and I didn't know how I was going to support myself or live. I was very much trapped in the mindset that I'm not adequate enough. Like, I don't have the skills, or I'm not good enough. I'm not whatever. And I literally had to just cut all that shit out and say, screw it. I'm just going to go. And I wasn't reckless about it. I made sure I thought it through eventually. And at one point I did do it and I was reckless about it and it didn't work. I ended up coming back. But the second time when it stuck, and now I find myself in this current position talking to you guys about it, I thought it out, I thought it through, and I made sure that, things would work out. And I communicated with the universe about it constantly, and they said, just do it. Tap into your own inner strength, Eric, you can do this. So, Divine Masculine, tap into your own inner strength. You can do it too. Okay, I know this video is already 32 minutes long, but I'm being called to pull one card from the Archangel Raphael deck just for some healing, because there is some healing that needs to happen here. And Archangel Raphael is kind of stepping in saying, hey guys, there it is already. Good. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Oh, there's two of them. Woo! See? Okay. All right. This is exactly what I was just talking about. But first, the first one is Jesus, the Divine Healer. Jesus, dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. And to me, this is saying Jesus is standing with you guys. Jesus and the rest of the universe really is standing with you and saying, you have this. You got this, guys. Don't worry about it. We are with you here. We are got it. Wow. I almost want to cry. I'm getting welled up. I want to cry right now. We have got you, guys. We got you. You don't stop holding yourselves in these positions to just feel shitty about yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, excuse the language again, but it's like Jesus is literally saying, stop doing this to yourself, guys. Stop. Put your faith in me. Put your faith in the universe. We will help you. Just let us. Let us help you. And the second card that came out was do more research. And that's exactly what I was talking about with don't be reckless about it. Okay? Plan it out. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say, if you're familiar with the tarot deck, adapt a little bit of the Seven of Swords energy. Be stealthy, Don't just throw all your plans out there, because really, that's only going to make it more difficult for you to make your exit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling a little trepidation around telling people to be deceitful, but at the same time, you got to protect yourself in this transition. Yeah? So do more research. Don't be reckless. Don't please try to avoid any sort of petty fights. Yes? Because that will not help. That will only make things worse. And actually, that could throw you off course. I know it threw me off course a couple of times. I would get into a petty fight with my spouse, and I would just be like, screw it. I'm just going to stay. And that only made things worse also. Yeah? I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to read from the book there. I'm just going to go with the channeled messages because we're already at 34 minutes. But And this is only a daily reading. But guys, there it is, Divine Masculine. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, or whatever. Please comment. Please comment. I'd really love to hear from you. I am absolutely open for personal readings. I'll put my email address in the description box below. And yeah, please feel free to reach out. Reach out to me if you need help. Reach out to the rest of your community. And this is why I'm asking for the Divine Masculines to really come forward, because you guys need help too. You need a community too. So if you start coming forward and you know, saying, hey, this is resonating with me, you guys can connect with each other. And you can relate, you can tell your stories to each other and relate to each other. And you know what I mean? Like, I really want that for you guys. I really want that to happen here because we need it. We're all a family. We're all connected. We're all brothers and sisters, and we all need to be there for each other. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to stop rambling now. I love you all. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.